So, Pokemon Day was last month, and it did pretty much everything well for what a Pokemon Day should be. It announced new games and titles in the mainline series like Pokemon Z and A, but every single Pokemon Day, there are little side projects and little events that go on to the side that I think people tend to gloss over. Because this time around, there was this 13-minute special that I truly believe did not get nearly enough love. It is a special that will make you feel things. It will make you feel like you're a little kid again watching or playing Pokemon for the first time. And it has all the right ingredients to make you even tear up, maybe even cry. Because this Pokemon special was one that they went all in with. They got the studio that works on pretty much every single Makoto Shinkai movie that's been out there. So I'm talking about Your Name, Weathering With You, Suzume, the whole 9 yards. They've worked on all of those movies. So when just talking about the visuals, this Pokemon short looks stunning. I mean, this is a studio that has perfected the art of making every single shot looks like something that deserves to be on a poster. And when we're talking about things like the story, well, I'll be damned. This might as well be a spiritual successor to Violet Evergarden. And I mean that in the most literal way possible, because we're back with Evan Call delivering another banger that is gonna make you choke up the second you hear that soundtrack start to play. It's the same person that delivered the hits in that Violet Evergarden score. So if you wanna feel that heartwarming feeling, that's gonna be there with you. And also, the way that the story's formatted, I mean, come on, I gotta be a little honest here. I feel like this is a one-to-one recreation of a story that we saw played out inside of Violet Evergarden. I mean, it goes on with the same things here too, dealing with a delivery service when it comes to mail, and also delivering it to a family member. It hits all the same notes, and it doesn't make it feel repetitive, and it doesn't make it feel forced. If anything, I still think it maintained that same level of emotional intensity. And so yes, ladies and gentlemen, the short that I'm talking about is Dragonite and the Postman. Something that I truly believe that if you love Pokemon to any extent, you should watch. Because yes, this is a love letter to the Pokemon franchise, but it's also a great show of good storytelling. Pokemon in the animation sphere has always done a great job at making you feel nostalgia. I mean, I feel like that's the #1 thing that they always know how to capitalize on. They make these wonderful stories that never take place in the mainline anime that goes on, but they make it look so good because they include elements from the games that have never been showcased in the anime before. I mean, aside from this, there's that like Legends short that's supposed to be more accurate to the games, and then there's also gonna be like the music video that Bump of Chicken has, which is always gonna make me feel like I need to grab a console right away to start playing a Pokemon game. The way that I phrase it is that Bump of Chicken music video is like you're running a goddamn victory lap. Meanwhile here, it feels like you're actually just walking through maybe a little bit of memory lane. It's comfy, it's cozy, and things just kind of click into place. I mean, the whole theme of memory is showcased right away as we see a little girl being delivered a letter directly from a Dragonite, and we get this vintage aesthetic over here that really hammers home the feeling that you're watching a memory. And we soon learn that this girl is named Hana. She is a girl that from this moment on became inspired to become a postal delivery person. And now partnered with Fuecoco, she's a little bit bored in her everyday tasks. And I mean, by the way, they are an adorable duo together. I mean, look at this. This little Fuecoco is just a little tiny piece of nothing. There's no thought going through its mind, and that's why I absolutely adore that Pokemon. And again, I'm gonna tell you straight up, that Violet Evergarden comparison is not surface level. All of this speaks to the very core of that other series. So if you liked Violet Evergarden in any way, this is definitely gonna give you a whiplash because of how similar it is. And by God, do I love it. But here, Hana and Fuecoco are lucky because here they're tasked to find who exactly shipped off this letter that has no address or no name associated to it. Thus starting our two characters off on this little mini short roundabout way of going around town asking people, hey, have you seen this letter before, or do you know who sent it? And I mean, just from these few beginning moments, I feel like this really captures that feeling that a Makoto Shinkai movie gives you in terms of like the visuals, how the lighting's presented, and also how the characters speak. It's much more of a natural dialogue that they have, and it doesn't feel like they're putting on this extra voice on top of everything, which again makes it feel even more cozy, like you're watching just this normal story that takes place in the world of Pokemon. Eventually, after a long day of trying to find who actually sent this letter, they finally find that it's this this little boy that wanted to send a letter all the way to his father, who's currently researching Pokemon in Kanto. A place that's a little far away because our story takes place here in Paldea. And so this letter doesn't seem like it's gonna be delivered on time because this was supposed to be sent today on his dad's birthday. And when all hope feels lost, that's when the titular Dragonite comes in to save the day, to give these two a roundabout trip to Kanto to be able to deliver that letter before sundown comes. Which starts us on that little flight sequence, which is probably the most emotionally charged few minutes that I've gotten of Pokemon in a very long time. From the second that we see that majestic Kyogre just jump in front of them, from seeing them go to region to different cities, it all brings back memories with all these different Pokemons just joining on board, following them along as they're going on this journey to Kanto. As the music swells, as everything just sort of builds, you can't help but not feel something in this moment if you're a Pokemon fan. I mean, I gotta be honest, this is when the waterworks started to kind of happen. It's unavoidable, really, with how pretty that music is and how the visuals really fit into it. Just seeing all these other Pokemon just come on board, Latios, Latias, Salamence, I don't care. That got something in me. And if the tears didn't start rolling at that point, once they actually land to Kanto, that's when the little boy reads out loud his letter directly to his dad. And this is a moment that is specifically made to make you cry. Something that this short is able to do in its very small runtime is really be able to hammer home the fact that things like letters are so important to people in a sentimental value. Because letters are a form of communication that involve a little bit more. They're not as easy as text messages, and for someone to make a letter, send it off, and to receive it, you can actually feel that there's a tangible feeling of intention in someone handing you this letter. A letter carries a certain weight to it, and just like in Violet Evergarden, this short is still able to present that in the exact same way that it should. With an incredibly poignant scene with a son reuniting with his father, at least for just his birthday. And in that same speech, we get a flashback with Hana as well, as we see just how important that letter was to her when she received it from her family. Moments like this are why she wanted to become a postal person in the first place. And this leads us directly into the ending, because now, of course, we're gonna get another twist to really hammer home the feels, where we see a grown-up Hana now on her own delivering this letter to another child just like her when she was in that very same position, showing us that cycle continuing and her delivering these special moments that cause people to connect with others. It is a fantastic little short, and if you have 13 minutes of your time, just jump on in and watch it. It's on the official Pokemon YouTube channel. It's not like something that you have to go on some sort of third-party website to find it. No, it's right at your disposal, and I honestly think just give it a watch. You will find something to love here. I don't think there's gonna be another Pokemon anime to come out this year that's gonna be able to top what I felt when watching this little short go by. If anything, right now, what I'm hoping for is for that same studio that worked on this to work on a full, big budget Pokemon movie. Because if they did something like that, honestly, that would probably end up being one of the best anime movies of that year. Makoto Shinkai, I don't know if you'd be the director, but if he was, I don't know, give us the same story of a guy meets girl, but the girl has some sort of connection to the spiritual powers or whatever be. Just make that Pokemon and we're set. That's gonna be another solid movie for you. You'd win a ton of awards just based off that alone. But with this, I would put this short of Dragonite and the Postman right at the top of my favorite things that Pokemon's done in anime in a while. The last time that I teared up at a Pokemon animation thing was when we got to the end of that music video from Bump of Chicken, and then we saw Stand By Me start to play on that TV screen. That just made it all connect, and it all just fell right into place. This gave me a same kind of feeling there. But with that, I wanna know what you guys thought about this short. Did you watch it? Was this something that you felt something from? Or did you think this was too cookie cutter that you really could just feel like it was way too predictable? But please, let me know down in the comments below. And also, let me know if there's another short or another little side project that Pokemon's done that you think I should watch that might give me the same kind of feeling. Please, again, let me know down in the comments below. And as always, I was Randy, and I'll be seeing y'all next time.